Hey Aquarius, it's Lisa, part of Inspiration, and I'm here to do your, I know it's a little later in the month, so last third of the month reading. Let me put that over to the side here. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Happy solstice. I'm recording this on June 21st. We just got done overnight or early in the morning with the height, the peak of the energy of the new moon and the solar eclipse. So, wow. So I hope you had a good night's sleep. And I hope we're feeling refreshed today. Now, this is going to take us from today all the way through to the end of the month. And then you'll be looking for your next reading come for July. We'll start putting those up shortly. So just so we're clear, I am using the Beyond Lemuria deck. This deck, I will have a link down in the description box below. This is an oracle deck. If you know anything about Lemurian star seeds, anything like that, I'm gonna tell you something. This deck really speaks. Whoa, as you can see, it speaks, man. And so, if you're, maybe you're not quite into tarot, you like oracle decks, this is a great deck for you. All right, hang on. Let's get this in. One more, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to acknowledge that one. I've been doing 3, but we're going to acknowledge this one as well. So what I have for you today, Harmonic Flight, Fire, Solaris Sublime, Internal Explorer, and then I have Lumen Essence, which is really, I'm going to put this back up. Look at what she's doing. She's in the middle of meditating. She's sitting in water. And her heart chakra is illuminated. And do you see the energy coming through from fluidly from her heart chakra, from her very essence? So this is what I'm hearing from this immediately. So this harmonic flight, this shows the harmony between divine feminine and divine masculine, right? Divine feminine in blue, divine masculine in red. And there's the helix in between the two. And as your divine feminine energy and your divine masculine energy merge, as they work cohesively, as you do shadow work and integrate what you're learning from your shadow work into your light body. That sounds a little interesting, because it is. But as we're integrating from our shadow body into our light body, from our shadow work into the light body, taking those lessons and making all of this harmonious, there's a lot of different pieces that need to come together and coalesce. So as we continue to take flight, as our spirit, as our higher self, all of that, as that continues to grow, right? As that continues to glow, as it continues to grow, as you begin to take flight, okay? I shouldn't say needs to, because that's not the right word. It can be done in a very harmonious fashion. And it should be done in a very harmonious fashion. And as we're merging the two, and as those two are coming together and coalescing, what happens is that the takeoff and the flight, the astral travel, all of this, and as we raise into our higher self and our higher consciousness, as we are putting our lumen essence in action from our heart, because really, if you realize what's happening as you're putting all of this together, what happens is that we've got this kind of like aggressive fight or flight, need to control, energy. And then this need to birth, this need to create this self-expression, this self-esteem, this this I know who I am and I know that I'm worthiness that comes, right? This having compassion for ourselves while also driving ourselves. These are two like differing points of view that need to coalesce and come together in order for the light body, in order for us to really grab that awakening and really ascend and integrate all of this information as we get it. So this harmonic flight, being in harmony with oneself, and then outside of oneself, being in harmony with the earth and the world, right? So we have to come into harmony with ourselves. We have to come in then in harmony with the world, and then we come into and at the same time coming in harmony with the universe. All of this put together is like this kind of this ascension process, and all of this, when we can integrate all of this together without judgment, then we take this ascension flight, and then we can look at things from a high level. Now this fire, this Solaris sublime, this is really, now if you see there's two, again, if you notice the duality here, these all three cards really just go together. Do you notice the duality here? Both of them are dual. So white and black, yin and yang, serpents representing Kundalini energy, right? That kind of like serpent, earthly, wisdom energy. Stealthiness, if you can integrate the yin and the yang, what to accept and what to repel, what to accept and what to reject, what to accept and then what to move on from, where your boundaries start, all of this, as you're coming into harmony in this, you're coming into harmony with this. It's still all the same concepts. And when that comes into being, then our solar plexus chakra really takes a higher space. It really takes a more authentic and authoritative spot in our day-to-day life, in how we operate in authority in this earth. So as we're taking flight, we're so certain of who we are, internal explorer, right? So this falls in line with everything else. You got to deal with the shadow. And we have to integrate our bodies so that they work in harmony. So as we take flight and as we exercise our authority, we understand who we are, but not from this space of a dictatorship or need to control, which is kind of the unhealed solar plexus, but instead from a place of, this is how it's operating right now, and this is where I want to go. This is how my life looks right now, but this is where I want to be. This and where I deserve to be, where I manifest, what I manifest, how my third dimensional world operates. Yes, the rest of the general world might be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs at the moment, and there might be mass chaos. But we need to find that space within where there's not chaos. We need to find that space within where we have control, like the strength card, controlled strength, controlled power, where we walk softly and carry a big stick. We don't need validation from the outside as to who we are and what our power is, because we know who we are and we know our abilities and we know our truth, and we're ready to walk in our truth no matter what. We're comfortable in our heart space at our own home. And yes, this is definitely Cancer season, so I'm gonna be pushing that. Let's get some tarot just to clarify. One card for each, please. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One card for each, please. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. That's beautiful. Oh, if we get any more twos popping up for you all. Wow, this can't be any more clear. Clarifying harmonic flight, we have the Two of Cups. The duality, the marriage of the duality, the marriage of the divine masculine, divine feminine, the marriage of shadow and light, transmuting that energy so that we can utilize it for our light purpose and our light body, finding what we truly love, finding how our heart sings, finding where our soul, like being mated, be your own soulmate. Be our own soulmate, because what happens when we are our own soulmate and we're self-partnered, then we become the magician, right? That fire is ignited. When that fire and that passion is ignited and you're working in perfect concert with your spirit, with your divine feminine, divine masculine, like just singing on its own, creation happens, manifestation happens. But it starts with the fire in your belly. It doesn't start anywhere else. It starts within the fire in your belly. And being the internal explorer, here we have the Empress card. Right? She's the birther. She's the maven of manifestation. You got to go with inside, right? And fertilize your own seed. And you got to get your own seed to grow within. You're not going to get it externally. And fighting to change all the external energies around us without having changed our own internal energies is futile. Because you are not coming from a place of authenticity or power. You're coming from a place of, this might sound harsh, but you are coming from a place of fear. You're not necessarily knowing the entire truth because you're not walking in your own truth. You're listening to programming from the outside and buying into all of that. You cannot change the external world if your own internal, because everything within, so it is with that, as it is within, so it is without, as it is above, so it is below. All of this plays together. All of it plays together. So when you reignite that creativity within, that is when you are able to then change and manifest without. All right. Thank you so much, Aquarius. That was really, really powerful. I really want you to leave me some comments below and let me know how this resonated. Let me know how you're going to empower yourself, right? So that you can put this out, right? We change ourselves individually, then we can change the world. Now, before you go, I just hosted a Finding Your Voice group coaching session. I did record it. We're going to have that up on the website, and you can go to my website and register for a free membership for Lightworker Academy, and that's where you're going to find this. It's going to be called Finding Your Voice. It's going to be free to you. It's a great group coaching session all about how to find your voice and find your truth. So please be sure to go there. If you haven't yet liked, subscribed, and please consider sharing. I really enjoy you guys. Hit that bell though. Be sure you do that, because I want you to know when I'm going live or when I'm dropping new content, because we're going to be putting a lot of awesome content out here for you guys, for my fellow light workers. All right, peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you very much. Namaste. Bye-bye.